Welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture we are going to talk about new packaging technique. So we are going to learn about how to wrap our payload or the script with the help of PDF file. So any user that will open our payload or the script or the virus will think that they are only opening the PDF file, but in that same PDF file they will also open the keylogger or basically any viruses that you can wrap. So first of all, you can open the PyCharm and you can see this is the same file that we are going to wrap with. So you could see we have this Lazan over here, which is going to give us the information about the password of that client, and we are sending that result back to this Gmail. So now what we need to do here is we can just do something, that is downloading some other file instead of just Lazan. So first of all, what I want to do is, instead of just downloading to the current location, I want to change the current location to something that is temporary directory. So what this does is basically we'll just download now this file or the Lazan or any other file not in the current directory, because that can be suspicious for the user. So instead we'll just download that in the temporary directory where user won't have any suspicion, because this is the temporary, they can contain any files. So in order to do that, we have this temporary file dot, and we have this get temp directory. So first of all, we haven't imported, maybe yes, we haven't imported, so let's import this temp file. And in this temp file, so in this temporary file module, we have this get temp directory method. So this is going to get us the temporary directory. So next is we have to also import the OS module, because now we have to change the current directory to this temporary directory. So that can be done with this chdir command, and let me show you that this OS is not the platform specific, because this is the module of the Python. That means it is going to work either in a Mac OS X or Linux or even in the Windows. So we are going to just change the directory to now to this temporary directory. After we change, we'll just download this file and just make you sure that this is the file that we have in this var www and html. Let's go to that place. So it should be over here. So let's see, it should be in the var www and html, and inside this file we have this lasan.exe, which is basically going to download us that file. And after you just download, you are going to execute, and basically you can see we are just calling this check output, because we want the information of this Lasan to be sent back to this information, which is the Gmail information. So next thing what I want to do is, just before this, so you can see this is our payload, but before just downloading the payload, let me just download another file. And in this case, I want to download to the user, that is maybe the file, so it should be on the same, that is www var w. So let me just copy everything, because this should be same instead of the file name, so file name will be the different. So let me just copy here and paste it over here. So instead of lasan.exe, the first file I want to show is the PDF file. So first of all, let me open that in the file explorer. So this will be normal PDF file, you can download any other PDF file. So let me save this, and now let me just go over here, and our download is ready. Let me just grab that file, let me just cut it from there, and let's go and paste it in our web server. So this has lesson2.pdf. so all you need to do is copy that name, and let's go back to our PyCharm, and instead of that lasan.exe in here, or basically in the first, we have to pass that is the file name. So that should be lesson2.pdf. So first of all, we are going to download that PDF and we are execute that. So in order to execute, we have this shop process, and I'll just say popen, and here we have to just run that downloaded. So it is lesson2.pdf. so we are just running this, and we'll say cell is true. Okay, the T should be upper. Okay, So we have now this popen method, which is going to execute this in a different processes which does not collide with this process, which is a check output, and basically we'll just assign that result and send it to this email. So we had made this payload now. So this payload is going to do something, that is first download this PDF, and user will think that it is just working with the PDF, but inside it is a payload that will just run the Lasan, and it will just give the information that Lasan can grab into this email. So first of all, what you need to do is simply go to this project folder. In this case, I have this home, and I have in this PyCharm project. So if you just remember, in the previous lecture we have seen how to convert this Python file into the executables from the Linux. So we can do now easily with the help of a Linux. So what I need to do is simply grab that file. So that is download.py file. Let me copy this and let me just paste it over here. But I don't want this Python file to be sent. I just want the file, that is exe file. So let's convert this into the exe file. You know how to convert. So first of all, I want to use this wine, which is the configuration, and the path where we have this PyInstaller installed. So it is in the wine, and okay, it's in the wine, and it should be drive C. Inside this drive C we have this Python 27, which is the folder which has this script folder again, and inside this script we have installed this Python installer, which is PyInstaller, which is .exe file, and this is going to just convert our download.py, which is this Python file, into the executables with only one file. And I want no console, and let me just hit enter. It is going to work now, and let it give a time. It is going to bind and build everything, and you could see we have now this two folder and this spec file, which is basically going to just show us what is the modules or the library that it has used, or this Python file has used. So inside this dist we have this now download.exe file. Let me just grab that. Let's go back here and let me just paste it down here. So I'll just remove this dist folder and everything, because the folder that we are interested is this download.exe file. And now what you can do is you can simply go over here and search for VirusTotal in order to check if this is the file that will be detected by any antivirus or not. So let's go over here, and I'll just choose a file, and in my case it is this download.exe. Let's see that, and I have to also, you can also check in the node distribute, and this is also a good website, so you can also check in this one, but I personally like this VirusTotal. So I'll just browse again, and it is in the var www HTML, and it is inside file, and the name is download.exe. It is right here, and let me just hit scan file again, and now you can see that most of this application has detected. So Bitdefender has detected. So out of 69, 23 has detected our files, but it has also got bypassed by the Kaspersky and some of these websites, that is like McAfee. But some of these, like you can see, Avira has detected. Obviously many applications or many programs or PC will have this Avira. That means we have to just customize our program so that this list of detection will be smaller. So you can do by just changing with the Python code. So for now you can also check for the node distribute, and it will also give the same information. So let's go back and let's see how we can just run this and see the information. So before that I have to go to the window machine, and in the window machine, first of all you have to go to this location, which is basically the host, and before that I have to make sure that Apache server is running. So let me just see if it is running. Okay, it is running. So now I want this download.exe. So what you can also do is simply you can type here download.exe, and you could see this is the URL that has this payload. So you can just send this URL in the form that no one will understand. So you can use the services like Bitly, and you can just convert your link into the less suspicious link. So you can just paste it that link and get that link which is very much a shortened version, and after that you can use. So here what I need to do is I'll simply download.exe, and you could see it is same file. Let me save this, and let me just view the download. It is scanning, and it is just giving us information that it has been detected by the Windows Defender, and I want to just run it anyway. So let's see. So it has deleted this file. Okay, this has been detected now, but we can just change this file so as to run. So before that, because it has the lasan, so that means it will just detect. So let me just remove this from here, and it should be off. So I think it was off, but it just remove that. So you can also run it anyway. So I'll just run it. So it will just grab anyway. So we'll see how we can modify it, and we'll just get you in the next lecture. So see you in the next one.